Hey, what's up guys? It's your man 4am again, back with some new Once Human. It's the first video of 2025 and been a while. It's currently snowing outside, so I thought, yeah, there isn't a better moment to recheck the way of winter and update my previous guides with essential tips to maximize your hot and cold resist. Basically, dominate in phase 1 to 5. From the best hides and new farm spots to delicious snacks and other efficient methods to stay cozy, let's get right to it. A quick message to everyone, as I kind of failed to make a happy holidays and new year video like I normally do. I want to wish every one of you guys the absolute best for 2025. May you dominate this year and stay healthy. Starting today, all my videos are also going to be 4K resolution, no more 1080p. I wanted to make this step for a while, but here we go. Alright, so let's start off with probably one of the most important but also easiest methods how you can maximize your hot and cold resist from the get-go. You've probably already noticed other players searching for seals and polar bears. Well, this is because specific pieces of armor, if you craft them with hides, they come with amazing bonuses to survive the hot and cold. You can only get your hands on these when crafting both the chest and the leggings, so make sure you only use the hides on these parts. Click on the hide and scroll for the right one. For bear skin specifically, you get a cold and frost resist plus 10, recover 3% of your HP upon defeating an enemy at 10 degrees or below. While if we go for the seal skin, usually all the way to the bottom right here, this one comes with frost and cold resist plus 10 plus an additional 5 while dampened. We also have one for heat resist, the crocodile hides. I'm going to show all the locations in a second, but check it out. Plus 10 to heat and burn resist, plus dampen duration of 50%. So yeah, time to start hunting for some seal and polar bears. Important guys, you cannot find them at the original location anymore. We used to have a fantastic spawn right here at the tidal bore teleportation tower. We can still spot a couple of those in the distance, but most of them are being replaced with reindeer when you farm for them. One can be found up the hill right here though, which is interesting, but most of the times you're only gonna find reindeer. So you just want to leave that place and start making your way to the north. Right now, instead of the tidal bore teleportation tower, make your way to the smoke mist resort, close to the pipe isles. South of it, we have this amazing, I'd say, seal party spot, because boy oh boy, this place has an abundance of these little creatures. Sometimes you're gonna have to wait until they come out of the water, otherwise you won't be able to take them out, but usually after skinning them you will get a blue skin. You can get a higher quality one, which is gonna have even better performance. Next up, we've got the polar bears, which can also be found in the Onyx Tundra, not too far away from the seals. This place is still my absolute favorite spot to farm them. 3,790, 7,680 pretty much, north of Camp Igloo. I'm gonna be honest though, this place can be pretty tricky to farm, especially in the beginning if you don't have access to cold or frost resist items. Therefore, a much easier place to get your hands on these pelts. You don't need to actually kill polar bears, is to make your way to the Wishland East, a theme park south of the Wishlands teleportation tower. And also very important, before you check out the place, switch to a world phase with a lower population, like 5 or 6. As then it's gonna be less likely you're gonna encounter other players who have the same plan of farming these animals. Seems like we've got some bad luck today, but this is where you want to be. Take out a couple bears, and after that, yes, you're gonna find the bear skins. The hair is long and fluffy, keeping you warm and making you feel safe. And if you walk downstairs at the exact location of the Rift Anchor Wishland East on the map, this is also where you're gonna find an underground space where you can actually take out a couple crocodiles. Especially if you walk all the way to the end in this place, then go to the right. This is where you can find a spawn of like 4 or 5 crocodiles, each of them with a pretty nice chance to get your hands on rare skins. Next up, we want to talk about cooking because this is also a super easy and efficient method of maximizing your resistances against the hot and cold. I think the easiest dish you should focus on early game would be the salty roasted spiked tomato, for which you're going to need salt and spiked tomatoes. Increases your cold resist by 10, so amazing for the beginning, while for heat resist, you want to have the ice melons. You're going to need both the ice melon and also some boiled or purified water. Boiled water can be made with dirty water, while we're also going to need some salty water, so let's quickly check out where you can find these. The seawater, probably the easiest one. You simply want to search water surfaced near, of course, the sea for that salty water. While for dirty water, you want to be pretty much anywhere else. Right now, we're checking out a random river, which is at Whalebone, so also a pretty easy one to quickly reach. While for spiked tomatoes and ice melons, I have an amazing place right next to my base right now, which is a little bit north of the Frost Forge, right next to a teleportation tower. What we're going to do is just let ourselves drop down right here. An amazing spot to farm all sorts of resources right here, by the way. But if we just drop down, take our motorcycle and drive a little bit to the northwest-ish. As you can see, this is already where we have some spiked tomatoes. But if you look closely, you should also be able to see some blue plants. There we go. That's the ice melons right there. So you can basically farm both of them right here. So you're going to have everything you need to equip yourself against the hot and the cold. Now just a matter of making some boiled water and salt, and after that, of course, we can make those ice melons and the salty roasted spiked tomatoes. If you haven't picked up these yet, be sure to check out your Memetics tab. Go for the logistics, pick up stoves, dishes 1, air drying, and dishes 2. This is where you will have the ice melon and salty roasted spiked tomato. If you go all the way down, dishes 3, this is where you will have the all-weather stew. Unlocks a little bit later, but is amazing for cooking. Have resistances for both hot and cold with one single dish. Another amazing method to easily gain some bonus hot and cold resist would be to craft these thermoiums. These can be unlocked in the Memetics, which we're going to talk about in a second. After that, with just a couple rocks, you can turn it into a hetium with also different resources. The new hot and cold ores can be used for this. We also have the coldium, for which you're going to need ice cubes or the cold crystal ore. If we go and check out the ice cube machine, we can make some ice right here with, of course, some purified water. But check out the cradle, new Memetics upgrade right here at the infrastructure tab, Polar Expedition 1. This is where you can unlock all these stones. You're going to have to just leave them in your bag. That's it. Then we also have Chaosium Extraction. You also want to have this one unlocked as at Polar Expedition 2. This is where you will find the Chaosium Lantern. When the temperature is below 10, it will increase the temperature by 15. And when it's above 30, it will reduce it by 15. So an amazing one to also have in your inventory at all time. So be sure to have it right there. And of course, you're also going to need to have Chaosium. It's a special material that controls the heat and the cold. You can make it at the furnace right there if you have that Memetic upgrade unlocked. While in my opinion, you just want to farm places like the Frost Forge, because all the bad guys right here, those vulture scavenger dudes, they will all drop the Chaosium. So you don't have to craft it yourself. So that's how I get a ton of hot and cold resist. You simply want to craft these pieces of armor, then also have the snacks to both have your hot resist with your food, cold resist with the drinks, and of course additional ones with all the fuel or types of things you carry in your backpack. Your ultimate goal is to reach the cozy state. The character's body temperature slowly recovers to normal. That is what you want to have to not go insane, burn to crisp, or freeze to death basically. Which, can all be achieved pretty early. As you can see right here, I'm in the Way of Winter Phase 1 as of today, without having problems with any of the heat or the cold. Ladies and gentlemen, that's everything for today. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like, very much appreciated, and share your thoughts in the comments down below. There is plenty more coming your way. Right now though, I want to wish you an amazing day. I'll check you in the next video or live stream. Peace.